The dill. Come on, rosemary. You gotta be in there somewhere. Rosemary, celery salt. Bah. Oh well. Bread flour. 4 cups. That's a lot, man. Still a lot. I think I have enough. Close enough. Put you away. I have no idea how to use this thing. 1.5 cups of water. Get my Brita. Oops, that's pretty close. 2 teaspoons of salt. I guess I'll use this. Teaspoon, tablespoon, teaspoon. I guess that's a teaspoon. Teaspoon. That looks right. Okay. Salt, salt, salt. Let me move you out of the way. More containers. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. Let me double check. Yeah, teaspoon, not tablespoon. Seems about right. Olive oil. 1/4 cup. 1/3 cup. Darn. 1/4? Yeah. Okay. Dried rosemary. Nope. Active yeast. Here. Let's get the skizzers. This open. 2.5 teaspoons. That's a lot. I need more. Shake it down. Oh, it's pretty close. Oh, that's fine. Now I just have to remember exactly what the order is. I mean, unless the order is this actual list, I don't trust it. Okay, first it's the water and liquids. Then it's the fats, then it's the dry ingredients, then it's the baking powder. So it was right in the manual. I should have trusted you, manual. I'm sorry. It's the bread pan. The paddle goes down for storage, up for cooking. Oop, sorry for the scratch. The thing that turns it around. It's the little handle. Heating coil, turny thingy. Dispenses the nuts and berries. The other side of it. So, extremely short cord. Luckily, I have a plug nearby. Oh man, it's beeping now. Very nice. Got your light button, got your beeper button. Change the units to pounds or kilograms. Yeah, you can delay the start, so you could start it sometime the next morning. I'm not sure what that does. You can cancel something, like totally stop the bread, and then you can start and pause. I guess you want to check it or something, or make adjustments. And there's this cool little knob. Spins this stuff around. Pretty easy to read. So water, liquid first, and the fats next. A little cool little pattern. The flour. Salt next, to a Bob Ross style. Nice little happy dip right here. Put your salt there, dry active yeast, and I think we're ready to go. All you gotta do is pop this open, grab the little handle, there, slide it in, close it up. So I'm gonna use this knob, I'm gonna do a basic with a light crust, size 2 pounds. It's gonna take about 3 hours, and then I think I just hit start. Oh yeah. And we can hit this light button. Oops, I get to hold it. And that's it. And then 3 hours later, I'm supposed to have some nice bread. I'm gonna take off this tape because it looks so gross. Now I gotta clean up this stuff. You over here, you over there. Knife, knife, fork, fork, spoon, spoon. So if you can kind of hear, it's making a new noise. Oh, look at that. It's rolling the sucker. Ooh. Oh, it's going the other way. You can see this like progression bar. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I forget what that means. It sounds a little violent, but I think it's okay. So we're at the 2:43 mark. It's very foggy in there. Looks like someone's fighting or something. This bread machine's like kind of top heavy. I mean, it's pretty solid, but you can kind of see it's kind of shaking a little bit. I don't have any fear that it's gonna topple over or anything. You would think for a machine like this, it would be like just rock solid. The bread is rising. 28 minutes left. I can't wait. Walking up the stairs. Smells hella good. I think I heard the beep earlier. Oh, it's nice and warm. Smells so good. Oven mitts. So this should slide out pretty easily since it had oil in it. Oh, that's beautiful. Put it on the light setting so the crust is not as brown as a normal piece of bread. It's soft but firm. My only complaint is some parts that are touching the pan get browner than the top, so it's not quite as even, but for the most part it tastes really good. I'm not sure if I should let it cool down or I'm impatient. I'm gonna cut into it. Hi. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's nicely evenly cooked. Very soft. The only thing missing is the rosemary. I like being able to slice my own bread and make the pieces as big as I want. So if I want a nice cushy sandwich, if I want a nice cushy sandwich, I can just make the pieces super thick. This could go with jam, honey, some cold cuts like ham, butter. I'm not exactly sure if this is really butter. The front's very vague. It says great buttery taste, buttery spread. It doesn't actually say butter, but it's probably the closest thing I got right now. Chopped garlic. Oh man, that's so good. Make some nice fresh garlic bread. Make it taste so good. Thank you, bread machine. You did a wonderful job. Let's see if I can put you back, store you away, bring you back out another day. I guess that's one good thing about the short cord. This hook's right here, kind of like vacuums where you can just bunch up the cords and it's ready to sit there for the next time. Thank you, bread machine. I want more bread. This bread is addicting. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was informative for you. I definitely had fun making it. See you guys later.
Hi, I'm giving you a review on the Breville. I've had it for 3 months. I am a person who makes bread like a psychopath, and my kids only like bread machine bread. If you look at the front of my machine, you'll notice that it is dented and dinged and completely banged out of shape in multiple locations. That is not my fault. That is actually the machine committing suicide as it jumps off your counter. Okay, I have this machine more than a foot back, as far back on my counter as I can get it. And it literally, I'm not kidding you, this machine is suicidal. It wiggles itself off the counter and falls down on the floor and then cracks and breaks, and it's just the worst waste of your money. Just move on. Don't buy this product. They did not take the time to create a product that was going to last. Okay, so I bought this in October. Here's my other bread machine. I have a Zojirushi, and this is the B6 PAC20 model. I think it's called the Virtuoso. This thing is not even on like a real counter. It's like 6 inches from the edge of where I have it. It's not even moving, and it's like a sagging counter, but it stays in place and doesn't jump off my counter. Okay. Some other things I like that this model has that the, oh, I'm such a good machine, Breville doesn't have. This one actually has a double burner. When my bread comes out, if I cook the whole loaf in here and I don't take it out, when my bread comes out of here, it's very smooth on the top and very pretty. It's It's a nice loaf to look at. Just to give a basic example, this is a couple days old, but you can see the top of it was smooth. It was a nice looking loaf. Every loaf of white bread that I have made in the Breville, the top of it ends up, the top of the loaf ends up being very, like, unsmooth. So you'll have, like, I don't know how to, like, you know when you make a meringue topping and you're trying to form peaks? Well, imagine if you formed like 4 or 5 peaks. That's the top of your bread when you make just a regular loaf of white bread with a Breville. So, I'm really unhappy with this bread machine. But, I mean, there's times, I mean, I have 3 kids and my children's school loves it when I send in bread. So I make a lot of bread. So having 2 bread machines for me is unnecessary. I just think that I will be getting rid of this Breville as soon as possible and replacing it with a second Zojirushi. When it comes down to it, Zojirushi is the better machine out of the 2. The only thing that the Breville has that my Zojirushi does not is this handy, convenient piece of crap automatic nut dispenser. Which, as you can see, because the machine's also suicidal, it's just don't waste your money. This thing is awful. I will mention that I've had my Zojirushi for about 1.5 years, and I literally use it at least once to 2, sometimes even 3 times a day. And the Zojirushi quality is substantially better. So I hope this review helps. Please save yourself the frustration, invest a few extra dollars, and go with a Zojirushi. You won't regret it, but I promise you, if you go with the Breville, again, the suicidal bread machine, you will be disappointed, unfortunately, unless you get really lucky or you decide to glue this thing to your counter, which I would say don't glue it to your counter. That's a bad idea.
How did you send it back?